am here. God damn it, I'm 6 minutes late. But you know what? I don't fucking care. I got here more or less on time. More or less. This is a lesson for y'all. More or less. There's that gray area where it might be acceptable to be a little bit late or a little bit early. That's the area I tend to occupy all the time because that's who I am as a person. I'm sorry if y'all don't accept it, but obviously y'all do because y'all are here. Thank y'all so much. Hi, y'all. Welcome to the OraCola. I'm Marcy Cola coming to y'all live from Austin, Texas on October 25th, 2023. Oh my goodness. It has been quite the month here in October. We had that eclipse. That was a big ass thing. We got all kind of weird astrology, if you follow astrology. And then like the world is fucking going crazy. There's like multiple wars and all kind of shit and big old ass hurricanes that come out of nowhere in the Pacific. So yeah, it's a big old thing. It's a big old thing. But I'm so glad that y'all are here with me to celebrate this evening. I'm here to read the oracles for y'all. If you have an oracle you want to consult, just let me know in the chat. Put your oracle or your question in all caps. I will get to it, hopefully. So, all right, y'all. Well, I'm going to scroll up and see who's here. Carol Jean, Lava Jeans. Hey, good to see y'all. Good. Patrick. Oh, yeah, the family's in the house. So many folks that watch this show regularly. I love y'all. I love y'all. Because I honestly would not do it if y'all didn't keep showing up. If I did a show where nobody showed up, like 2 weeks in a row, I would be very discouraged. I would be very, very discouraged and probably would just like quit doing the show and not tell anybody, just like hide in shame. Hide in shame. That's how I would like gut react to this shit. I know that's not my highest vibration. I'm just saying that that's how I would probably do it. So anyway, thank y'all for showing up. Woo! All right. Well, y'all, I know there's questions already in the chat, and I appreciate that. So we're going to do the ritual now before I forget about it, because I forget sometimes to do the ritual. If you got your own ritual, now is the time to do it. It don't matter what it is, as long as it's ritualistic to you. What I like to do first is burn the sacred wood. We got this sacred wood. We're going to burn some of it. Apollo's drinking water. That's always a good sign, too. I don't think you can hear it, but if you can, it's a blessing. All right, we're going to burn that sacred wood. Get rid of that bad dog smell in the house. All that shit. Okay. And then the next thing I like to do is ring the bell. Just going to ring this little copper bell. Let the universe know we're ready and willing and accepting to their advice. All right. And then we got our pathogen wand. This one, it's cold and flu season, but ever since the other times that started, we have the sea season too. The sea season is upon us. So we're just going to just wave this magic wand around us that says that it's going to zap any of the bad pathogens in our path. I don't know if it works. I'm just saying I purchased this thing on clearance from a drugstore, and at one point they thought it would work. Okay, here we go. And then I think we got our Prospera spray is next in line. in the ritual. We're going to do this above our heads and just let the prosperity rain down upon us, even though we bought multiple lottery tickets and have never won the big jackpot. Y'all, this is the part where you have to say, okay, I'm just doing it for fun. It ain't because I think I'm going to win, except if I do win, thank you. Right. Okay. And then finally, we got our anointment of our chakras with the l'eau de Florida. Yeah. You get down in there and just anoint our chakras with this Florida water. Yep. And then we're all set to do the shit. So, y'all, if you got a question for the universe, put it in the chat. Please choose your oracle. They're listed in the description box below. Put something in all caps. I don't care if it's the oracle selection or the question. Something needs to be in all caps because otherwise I will not fucking see it. And then I will just read your oracle and it will be a good time. So, all right. Let's see what we got here. All right. We got some questions already. Mr. Dick Wood, do I deserve a tiramisu dessert? Well, that's very specific. Okay. Well, the Dick Wood, Mr. This one. The executive decision maker, aka Dick Wood, as the regulars know. It may not give you the answer you want to hear, but we're going to do it anyway because I like to stir the pot. Ooh. What does it say? Why not? Sure. Why not? Why the fuck not? You should deserve it. You should deserve it. And I'm going to say, yeah, possibly. You should do it. I don't think this is the thing that needs to be asked of the Dick Wood. The Dick Wood is like, I am above this question. This question is mundane. I already know the answer. You already know the answer. Why are you asking me why? Is it because you need the receipts? Right? Well, you got the fucking receipts. It's on the YouTubes, as long as the YouTubes has me streaming. So, like, this is a whole thing that we could have avoided if you had just like accepted that you needed to do this thing and said confidently, I want to do this shit. I'm doing this shit. I don't care who knows. All right. Ooh. Oh, Mira Miranda's here. Hey, Mira Miranda. Thank you for showing up. I love it. Good to see you. Oh, tarot for Mira Miranda. What do you want to know? You have to tell me a question. What is your thing? Okay, tarot. I'm going into a new work situation with some drama and complicated relationships. Should I take the path of least resistance or try to establish myself with stronger boundaries? Oh, I've been feeling this whole thing myself in my own work situation for a while. And I will not elaborate because although I know that nobody I work with is watching this shit, I will be discreet because they might see it in the future at some point, and I want to be discreet. But I feel you. I feel you when you say you need to like balance being agreeable versus being that loudmouth bitch that says, I deserve this. Why can't I get this? Right? This is what we're talking about. Right? We're going into a thing. So here we go. We're going to do a tarot reading. Just going to like parse out all the cards and just be very mindful that this is a monetary decision. Literally, when you're talking about your work, usually it's a monetary decision. So you have to use the lens of, can I afford to not do or do this thing? Right? It goes both ways. So here we go. Here we go. Oh, the Emperor. Yes, you need to be emphatic that you know that this is what you want or what you don't want. I don't know what the situation is. However, I would say you need to step into your power. There is a point where I think a lot of people are conditioned to kind of be meek and not step into their power, when ultimately stepping into their power is going to give them the best result. So I would say you should step into your power, own it, understand it, feel it, get with it, and then with that emotion, move into the next thing with your job or whatever. So, yeah, I think there might be a point where you need to make a choice. Am I going to be passive or am I going to be aggressive? Right? Right. Okay. There we go. You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad that was what you needed to hear. Okay, so it is 9:18. I was 6, 7 minutes late. We're going to like 10:06 or 7. So y'all got plenty of time to put your question for the OraCola in the chat and then choose your Oracle. Make sure something is in all caps so I can see it. And then I will get to your question. That's how this show works all the time. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to sip. All right. I don't think we got any questions. We did the ritual. Okay. Well, if nobody has a question for the universe, I usually just start reading shit for the collective. Now, if you're not here for this, you can tune out at any time. I'm just saying, like, this is what happens when I don't get y'all putting my shit in. I don't get the input, so I don't get the material I need to do the show. So I will maybe do some other things, read some other oracles for the collective, and then, we'll just deal with it. I want to also express while I'm here, while we're all here, that the old house that I lived in when I did Cooking Good was put on sale in the past week. And I got to see some footage from inside, basically pictures from inside, not from the listing agent, but from a fan who recognized the house and went there just to be there in that space. And first of all, so flattered, so flattered. Second of all, the pictures they sent me, horrifying. I was like, did a raccoon break in? What the hell is all this shit? Like, it's disgusting. It's the worst. I would never have left the house in this condition if I had been the person moving out of it permanently. I would have never done it. I would have never. but it was in this shape. It looked like a raccoon or a possum had broken in from the baseboards and like destroyed the whole place. It was a whole thing. Anyway, I just want to say, I do appreciate that there's folks out there who are still willing to like go in that horrible space just because they wanted to be in a space that I was in. That's so flattering. That's just, I don't even know how to express my joy and gratitude for that. I just, and I don't even know this person in person. Like literally, I do not know them, but they were so sweet and they sent me pictures and I was horrified by the pictures because I left it way better than they found it. Literally years ago when I moved out of this house, and keep in mind, someone else is living there too. I moved out and it was not in that shape. It was not in that shape. And I don't know if it's because a raccoon or a possum busted in and just made a shit show of the whole place, or if it was just a shit show when they moved out. I don't even know. Ooh, my goodness. Okay. Ah. Oh, Patrick Tarot for the new owner of the Cooking Good house. Let me tell you, I ain't psychic, but I know shit. This is what's gonna happen to this lot. Somebody's gonna buy it for the outrageous price that is not advertised because they're gonna negotiate it down, right? That person is going to be a developer of some kind because this is a very big lot compared to the other lots in the neighborhood. So it's a big ass lot. It's close to the elementary school. It's close to all the shit that people want to be near. They are going to say, okay, we're going to buy this. We're going to tear this old ass horrible house down, which I agree with, by the way. It needs to be fucking torn down. I do not have any sentimental feelings for this house. It was a fucking flea trap roach condominium. It was horrible. The whole time I lived there was never not a pest bothering me. I just want to say that. So, yeah, it was a bad situation, and I'm just sorry that whoever buys it has to tear it down. They have to tear the whole thing down. They're going to buy it. They're going to invest a lot of money into purchasing the materials to build some horrible duplex, because it's a duplex. They're basically putting a duplex on this lot. If you're going to make any money, you're putting in a duplex, but you're going to do it fancy style. So it's going to be some modern farmhouse bullshit, duplex bullshit that looks stupid that you're painting in like black and grayscale. That's what's going to happen. Mark my words. They're going to do it late to the game because honestly, the interest rates for new homes have skyrocketed. So, yeah, no young, stupid person is going to get into this house. It's going to be some old person with money. And you're going to be lucky if any of them look at it because that'll be next to an elementary school. There's an elementary school right fucking there. You can look that shit up on my social media and you will know it's true. So, yeah, we don't want kids around us. And if you do, well, you want to have kids or you have kids. One or the other. That's it. All right, back to the show. Okay. Tarot for who had the tarot? Oh my god. Patrick for the new owner of the Cooking Good house. Well, it's going to be some developer in the interim. I don't know the multiple people who are going to own it after it becomes a split, divided lot, because that is the only way it's going to make profit, especially with like 7% interest rates that's going on right now. So, yeah. Okay, here we go. Who the homeowner is of the new good property. Oh my God. So many of these just shot into my crotch. I have to shuffle again. Okay, here we go. Strength. Yeah, stay strong, because you know what? It's going to be a long, hard ride. If you buy this property, first of all, you're going to have to deal with the fact that you have to demolish the house that's on it. You will have to demolish it, which means you have to demolish the history of whatever cooking good was. You have to demolish that. And I'm not saying that it's wrong to demolish it. I'm just saying that it's going to carry some karmic consequences. Right. So whoever buys this is going to demolish the house, because you can't do nothing with it. It's a shit house. It was a shit house when I moved in 20 fucking X plus years ago. It was shit. So, yeah, it's going to be demolished. And then there's also all the skeletons and spirits the pets have buried in that backyard. And it's been more than one. So there's a lot of that energy floating around. And then, not to mention the fact of all the plants and trees that have died while I've been there. Like, literally, trees have fallen down, more than one, while I lived there. I didn't understand the symbolism at the time, but I think I do now. So, yeah, there was a lot of death around that property. So, if you choose to get into that shit, it could be a thing. All right. Tarot for the new owner. Let's do this now that I've given you caveats. Oh my goodness. Oh, the moon. Yeah, uncertain. Uncertainty. You do not know what's going to happen. When you get into that house, it could be any number of things that could happen. And this is what I experienced when I lived there. You know, the house was built in what, 1950? I moved in around 2005, moved out around 2018. Like, I lived there for a while. And all the cooking good time was there. So I was just like, except for like the first couple episodes, those were at the other house I lived in that was in the neighborhood, but a little different. But yeah, so it was a thing. It was a thing. It was like a presence. The house was a presence, right? And now I don't even feel it anymore. It's going to be torn down. It's going to be like weird, because my pet's going to haunt that space forever. I buried so many pets in them spaces. And it's just going to, like, whoever moves in is going to have to accept that they're going to hear a weird cat at like 3 a.m. That's just how it's going to be. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It is what it is. Okay. Oh my God. All right. I need to go back to see. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh no, I'm not on the live chat. Remember, put on the live chat, because the top chat will censor shit. Right? Okay. Got the dick wood. Got that. Infinite tarot. Tarot, digital tarot. Oh, we got a book of Revelation. Okay. I don't know what this means, but I want to hear. But But I want to know also, I have great memories of that shitty house. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes. All right. Since you've been to the house, here's your revelation about it. I don't know that this needs to be your life guiding experience. Honestly, it's a very temporary thing living it in a house. Even if you live there for many, many years, like I did, I lived in that house for many years. It was a temporary experience. And I only realized this after I moved out of the house. It was temporary for years and years. It was a temporary experience. All right, I got to get to the random number generator so I can get to the revelation. My phone is old and slow. I'm so sorry. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Random number generator. We're going to go through 22 chapters in the book of Revelation. So we're going to generate a number. Whoa! Chapter 1, 1 out of 22. So we're going to go to the book of Revelation of the King James Version of the Holy Bible, which is the only version that actually counts, in case you didn't know. We're going to go to the first verse here and see how many. Oh, first chapter. No. Thessalonians is not it. Sorry. Hebrews, nope. Revelation. We want Revelation, not Peter. Ugh, I hate these little thin Bible pages. It's like, why do they want you to flip through pages that are so delicate? Why wouldn't they want you to flip through pages that are thick? If you want to study the Bible or anything, you want to actually be able to flick through it multiple times with confidence that the page is not going to crack or tear. And this is not the case that I found with a lot of Bibles. So it makes me wonder, are they trying to diffuse the situation, like saying no, we don't want you to actually look further because it's going to fucking tear the page. Don't tear the page. Don't tear the page. Don't do it. All right. What did I say? Book of Revelation. We're going to, oh God, I already forgot what I was doing. Yeah. Chapter 1 in Revelation has how many verses? This is what we got to do. That's John. God damn it. Oh, I hate this. It's so fucking annoying to deal with these onion skin pages. Finally I got to it. All right. How many? All right, 20. There's 20 verses in the book of Revelation of the King James Version of the Holy fucking Bible. We're going to get to that answer finally. We're going to get to the random number generator and we're going to type in 20. Here we go. There we go. Oh, 11. Verse 11 is the one. This is the one. Okay. And it is, of course, not the page that I was on. I have to go onion skin back onto this. Okay. Here we go. Gotta get my readers. Are you ready for this shit? I'm ready. Oh, God, this is long. And a lot of it, Jesus said, because it's in red. I don't know if I can do this, but I'm going to try. Saying in the Spirit on the Lord's day. No. That was verse 10. Sorry. Verse 11. Saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write in a book, and send it unto the 7 churches which are in Asia, unto Ephesus, and unto Smyrna, and unto Pergamos, and unto Thyatira, and unto Sardia, and unto Philadelphia, and unto Laodicea. I don't even know what I just said. I feel like I just did some kind of like incantation that was secret, that was I was being tricked into. I just want to be clear about this. I was being tricked into saying that shit. This is not a normal thing to say. I feel like this is an incantation that's demonic. Sorry. Oh my goodness. This is horrible. This is horrible. I don't even know what to say about this shit. I cannot. I'm going to have to cleanse my palate, y'all. You know what we're going to do? We're going to have to do some tea. I mean, like, I don't think there's another. Is there another thing, Note Tarot? Oh, digital diviner for Patrick. Will Israel be the tail wagging our dog into World War III? Possibly. We've been like paying them enough money to do that job, but here we go. Oh, what did it say? Forget it. Okay, yeah, no. It's not going to be that one. It's going to be some other bullshit. This one's a distraction. This one's just some crap that they need to do to prop up the stock market. No, this is not the thing. The real thing is going to be the alien invasion, the fake alien invasion. We all know it's going to be fake. And all that shit. That's coming up. But yeah, no, this whole Israel thing it's like a continuation of a theme that we've been like digged into for many, many years, many decades. Nobody wants to be a part of it, but apparently we all are. So yeah, it's happening again. And honestly, I just can't. And I'm sorry for all the people who are dying and suffering. I really am. But you know what? I just cannot with this shit. Cannot. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, we got the tarot for the Cooking Good House. I don't even know if I did that. Yeah, I did that. Okay. What is it? It's 9:39, so I'm gonna here for like 20 more minutes. I was late, like 6-7 minutes. So yeah, we got time. I feel like I should do some tea. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Should we do some tea? Okay. Here we go. Do some tea. This is the tea I want to talk about right now, and it's kind of crazy. So, I would never have believed this unless I saw it for myself. There are driverless cars among us, and they are wreaking havoc. Y'all, I don't know how to feel about this because I'm really on the fence about strangers driving me anyway. Like this whole Lyft Uber revolution that happened in the last 10 years that suddenly you don't have to call a cab or you don't have to call a friend. You can just call some stranger to give you a ride. That's a little bit weird. But it's also very convenient. So I have taken advantage. And I've also experienced the wide range of human interactions that you can in this situation, from the silent person who's just going to be like quiet, not talk, to the overly chatty Kathy who's going to tell you everything about their whole fucking life while, their driving style don't have to match their personality. Like, I've had the chatty Kathy who was a really great driver. I've had the silent, sinister type, like, have me in fear for my life. So this is not a thing that you can match by the stereotype. What it is, I just can't even imagine. But yeah, driverless cars. I don't know if I get in one. I don't know if I would get in one. I need to know that the person that's driving me at fucking least, has a self-preservation gene turned on. Right? You don't want the driver of your car to not care if you crash into a fucking whatever. No. And the AI driver don't fucking care. No, it cares until the programming runs out and tells it don't care. And that's the part I cannot abide. So I don't know about this. This is where I get to be an old fart. I'm saying, you know what? I don't agree with this technology that the youngins is using. I don't feel like I can abide by this technology. And then the other sensible part of me is saying, you know what? Maybe, possibly, you're right. You're right about this shit. This is not a good way to go. This is not a good way to go. As flawed as humans are, they're infinitely better drivers than an AI computer that only relies on cameras that cannot see every fucking angle and cannot compute things that don't actually happen unless they happen in the moment. This is weird. It's a fucking weird time to be alive. And I guess my soul manifested for this. And this is why I'm here. But I cannot get on board with driverless cars. I cannot. It's too much. It's too fucking much. The only way I can do it is if I'm at the theme park and the driverless car is on a track, which all the roller coasters and all like things, all the things at the theme park are on this track, right? Driverless cars are trying to put you on a track in your own city. There ain't no track in your city. The track is your life. You live the life. You do the things. The car is inconsequential. It is not the sole driver of your experience. So I ain't into that shit. I'm sorry. If you're a driverless car enthusiast, this may not be your show. I'm just saying. Just saying. Okay, yes. Driverless cars. Tarot for Mira. Will you do reading for Charlie? She's getting her pupper energy, but her whiskers are mostly silver. What does the next year hold for her? Oh, okay. So let me do a reading for this special person for you with their gray whiskers and all. Okay. Here we go. Charlie in the next year. Ooh, justice. So this is the thing that I feel like you need to be fair to Charlie. Say, you know what? You might not be up for this walk today. You might not be up for this excursion today, and I accept this. I would also say, maybe Charlie has a good day and you might not be up for it. And they're like, you know what? I want to go out, and you have to like fucking sacrifice your time to go out for them. So it's a two-way street, right? I feel like justice. It's going to all come down to, what do y'all owe each other, right? So this is going to be a year of paybacks. So the time you didn't walk Charlie as long as you could have because you needed to go out. Well, guess what? You're going to have to make up for that shit. The time that Charlie was not as affectionate when you needed it, guess what? Charlie's going to have to make up for that shit. So it's going to be one of them years of paybacks. And it's not bad paybacks. It's all good paybacks. It's just like, oh, I didn't recognize your need in this moment. I recognize it now. Right? That kind of shit. So good luck. Y'all have fun. Okay. Oh, yeah. We are negotiating our changing energies together. Oh, that's very sweet. Yes. So just figure it out with each other. You have to adapt to your cohabitants, and a pet is a cohabitant. That's what it is. It's at the basis level a cohabitant in your space. It takes up space. It leaves evidence of its space. I look at the dog hair on my floor and I'm like, I live with a fucking dog. That's what I know. Every time I walk in my house, I smell the dog. I look at the dog hair. I live with a dog. I choose this, of course, because I get the companionship of the dog and all the other benefits. But there are parts that are not so nice. And I think it's good to recognize them. And sometimes when you live with an older dog, there's problems that come up, right? So you just have to be honest with yourself and welcome into the change. It's all about the change. We're welcome into the change. The change will lead us into the next thing, which will lead us into the flow that we need to be in, all that hoo-ha shit. So, yeah. Oh, goodness. Oh, had a self-care for the collective. Oh, we have not had a self-care for a while. Let's try to see what the Dusty had a self-care was to say about the collective's energy. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Which one is this? Oh, it's bled through the actual. Oh, meditate. Ooh, meditate. Yeah, so I don't know if y'all are into astrology or the astrology. Depends on how you want to pronounce it. We're in the final stages of a very intense eclipse window. So we had a full moon, a new moon eclipse, and then a full moon eclipse. Something. There's eclipses happening. One of them was in Aries, Libra. One of them is coming up in Taurus, Scorpio, kind of last, straddling the signs eclipse. And so all this energy has been a little bit strange and weird. And I've been feeling it, honestly. I even was able to say to my coworkers the other day, things are weird. Do y'all feel this weirdness? And they were all like, no, I don't feel this, or I ignore this because I feel it and I don't want to feel it. That's all valid. All valid. But I've been feeling the energy. It's been a little bit weird. So we got a whole new eclipse coming up on Saturday. It ain't going to be visible. It's just going to be a thing that happens. Lots of things are happening. So I'm just saying, it could be a time where you might want to go within and spend some time with yourself. You might want to meditate. You might want to spend a few minutes, even if it's just 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever. I ain't judging the amount of time you spend meditating. I'm just saying, maybe spend some time without distractions, without any kind of devices in your face, maybe outside of nature, bonus, and then just sit and think about where you're at. Where are you at? Where are you at right now? What are you feeling? What's your deal? Like, are you feeling sad? Are you feeling happy? Is there something bothering you? Is there some person bothering you? Is there there's a whole lot of things that you can sort out. But you should just take the moment to acknowledge it. Just acknowledge it. I feel like that's probably what meditation really is. It's just taking the time to acknowledge that you're feeling a thing that's about a thing. I think that's what it is. And it's not like you have to make a blank space for your mind to go. No, no, you just sit there for a minute. You just sit there for 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. I don't know what your threshold of whatever sitting is, but you just sit there for a while and you're like, God damn, I understand what this thing is. I understand what this relationship is. I finally get it. I know why I'm going through this. I know why I did that thing. I know why this is happening to me. This is meditation. It's the reckoning. It's the personal reckoning. Anyway, let's move on. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah, we got to go do the meditation. Tarot for Gook. Oh, for my 2-week academic break, I'm feeling anxious, waiting for the grades. We have already done this, Gook, many times. You were very anxious about your education. I don't understand why, because obviously you're a good student and you got the skills to adapt to whatever classroom, at least according to what you're putting on the chat. I don't know. I ain't seen your grades. I'm just saying, it seems like this is constant validation for yourself. You need to know that you're the best student. For whatever reason, this ego boost is important to you. So anyway, I'm going to do the tarot, but just know that you have progressed beyond the academic level for your consciousness to evolve. This is like treading water for you. You're getting these little hits of I'm great, I'm good, I'm excellent. But they're not giving you what you need to progress. Because honestly, what you need to progress is to move beyond this little sphere, this little go into the place that's scary. Go to the scary place. That's what you need to do. But I'll read you tarot. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, the coins. Yep. So go to the scary place because it threatens your livelihood. This is what needs to happen. We're all in the airy fairy when we're in the academic world, right? This is just kind of a make-believe place where we get to